Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So today I thought I'd have a quick t chat about AAA games. Okay, so AAA games, what the hell's that got to do with crypto? Well, a lot of people are sort of saying, well, AAA games are coming to crypto, okay, and they need quality games in order to bring people into the gaming sphere, okay, the gaming side of crypto. So all these gaming coins can get pumped basically with people coming in, putting money in, buying NFTs towards the game and all of that kind of thing. So they're saying that AAA games are coming to crypto. Okay. So you kind of got to know what is a AAA game. Okay. So this person here, Mr. Dad 300 wrote, so this is in my Discord group and this is about pikamoon. So this is the latest pikamoon game progress video. Looks good. What do you think? Okay, so if you go to the video, okay, Pikamoon dungeon fly through, okay, and it shows basically the dungeon. Okay, so 1 minute sort of fly through. It starts at these steps and it sort of goes through it and it kind of goes round and you end up back at the steps. Okay, so you can see the graphics. It looks good, you know. If you compare this to 1980s games, it's really, really good. Okay, but in modern day, I think this just looks like any other kind of game to me. But I'm not a gaming expert, okay? But what I would say about this, it just looks like a sort of kind of template where you could just sort of create, you know, within the game engine, you could create this potentially. I don't know, okay? But that to me is like you could potentially put this through like an AI almost and sort of say create this kind of looking thing and it'll create it. But I could be completely wrong on that one, and I could be doing it a complete disservice, etc. So that's that fly through. Um, Now, if you go onto the Pikamoon Twitter, what they put, so this is their pin tweet. They've put Pikamoon open world trailer teaser. Pika is a movement. Oh, I'll put it back. Oh, what's going on here? Right. Pikamoon open world trailer teaser. Pika is a movement. The Pika army march together every day. Our game will be AAA, as in AAA. Okay. Our game will be AAA. Okay. So that's what they're saying um, on their Twitter account. So that they weren't actually referring to the dungeon bit there. They don't actually mention it here. They don't say AAA, you know, on this dungeon fly through. Okay. But they do say that their game is going to be AAA. Okay, so this Mr. Dad's written this. What do you think? I said I wasn't that impressed. I just thought it could be like sort of almost like a template thing that you could just create quite easily using just the game engine. And that, but Quality Crypto, who knows more about games than I do, so I'll sort of listen to what he's got to say. So he's written, I just looked at the tweet. So that was the first tweet about AAA. The video fly through they show looks fine, and doing what normal video game devs do, which is alternate and repeat assets. Okay, so that's kind of what I was saying. You can use these assets and just repeat them. Okay, so it's like a template. What I found hilarious is that in their pinned tweet, they're saying it's going to be AAA, AAA. This game is far from that. The definition for a AAA game is what you see advertised on TV. Just to name a few familiar ones, AAA games are Call of Duty, God of War, Halo, Cyberpunk 2077, Fallout, etc. Then you have your AA indie games like Helldivers 2 or Pal World that made a massive name for themselves unexpectedly. Then your less known games, Little Nightmares, Ori, Deep Rock Galactic. So, what is my point here in naming all these games? Well, they all have their tiers, like sexes, for example, all with their development budget and marketing and advertising budget. Pikamoon does not have even the lowest tier game budget. So to class themselves in the Halos, Call of Duties, and Cyberpunk levels of budget, meaning AAA, is a complete lie and is a buzz phrase used for non-gamers. In short, a AAA game would need to meet the requirement of around 100 million behind them. Okay, so that's what Quality Crypto's written. So I had a quick look online about what is a AAA game. So if we just use Brave and sort of get the AI sort of thing back, it says here, and a AAA game is a classification used in the video game industry to signify high budget, high profile games that are typically produced and distributed by large, well known publishers. These games often rank as blockbusters due to their extreme popularity. Many are part of successful franchises with new installments building on the success of previous games. Increasingly, AAA games, AAA games properties are being incorporated into more mobile gaming platforms, so the performance and efficiency of the CPU and GPU in smartphones became paramount. Key characteristics of AAA games, high budget production, okay? So high budget production, AAA games typically have larger development and marketing budgets than other tiers of games. So you've got to have a, a big development team. Advanced technology. AAA games often feature cutting-edge graphics, sound design, and gameplay mechanics. High production values. AAA games typically have high-quality voice acting. So in other words, you'd hire well-known actors, okay, from movies and stuff. We've seen that in a lot of movies, sorry, a lot of games where they've taken an actor and used their voice. Games typically have high quality voice acting, extensive content, and professional production values. Substantial marketing. AAA games often receive significant marketing and advertising efforts to promote their release. Large development teams. AAA games are often developed by large teams of experienced game developers and designs. Okay, so those kind of list goes on. So those are the kind of things expected in AAA games. Now, it's not a concrete definition. If you kind of look around, so if you look on Wikipedia, for instance, in the video game industry, AAA is an informal, okay, so informal classification. So in other words, it's not a strict definition. Used to classify video games produced or distributed by a mid-sized or major publisher, which typically have higher development and marketing budgets. But the idea, okay, of AAA is pretty much high budget, big teams, okay, big marketing. So it seems to have those three. So it might not be completely defined as a, this is the absolute concrete definition of a AAA game, but it seems to be well known what a AAA game is. So in our Discord, group, this Mr. Dad said they are building a AAA game. It's about quality, not budget. That's why it's being built in Pakistan. Value for money. The initial open world game will be much different than the beta game. Will be added to as open world game becomes mass adopted. So what this guy's saying, this guy is saying, and now he says he's an investor. Now whether he is or not, I'm not so sure. But he's completely missed the point of what a AAA game is. So they're saying what he's basically saying is this game is going to be the dog's bollocks. It's going to look amazing. It's going to be great and all of that. And therefore, it's a AAA game. Okay. Now, it may be the dog's bollocks. Okay, when this game comes out, it may be the best thing since sliced bread and all of those other, things that you want to throw at it. Okay. But the point is, by definition, and I say definition because it's not completely defined what AAA game is, but I think we've come to the conclusion of roughly what a AAA game is. And this cannot, by definition, be a AAA game because it's using a budget team from Pakistan. And just by the very fact that this team, this Orbit, I've forgotten what they're called now. I think find out orbit, orbit Cosmos. Okay. So Orbit Cosmos, this team kind of nobody's ever heard of, right? They haven't created anything yet. So by definition, it cannot be a AAA game. Okay. So that is kind of the point of this video and this argument we had in Discord. So if you go to my Discord, join up, doesn't cost anything. You have a look through the the sort of rant in the general chat area about AAA games because I thought it was quite an interesting little chat. But this guy just didn't seem to get the idea. He just thought we was kind of slandering the game, and we weren't. We were just pointing out that it doesn't matter how good or great this game is. It cannot be a AAA game just by definition. All right, and that is really all we'll get into the point of me and Quality Crypto. So sorry, Mr. Dad, it can't be a AAA game, pikamoon. Okay, it's impossible. Okay, it might be the best game ever. Good luck to the developers in creating a great and exciting game that's going to take the world by storm. But it cannot be a AAA game, and that is the bottom line. All right. Okay, so that's enough about AAA games. Uh, let's see if they come to crypto and rocket the price of crypto. I know a lot of you have got gaming coins. Me personally, I don't have any gaming coins, unless you call stuff like Nasana gaming. You know, it's like using uh, graphics cards and stuff like that. So I suppose that's sort of loosely, potentially based on gaming, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, like, subscribe, do the usual stuff. Thanks for listening. Have a good rest of your day.